happening? They gonna whack him back with some cooks. What's happening, man? Johnny Garcia, Longbeard, U-Rain, Ronald Kelly, what's happening? Yickety. I know it's been a few days, man. I had a cool little time in Reno. Cool little time in Reno. Peppermilling things. But we want to talk about what's going on in the world. Hit that like button for me one time. We need some opinion. We need some opinions today. So today we're gonna talk about, did I win? You know what's cool? What's cool is I was getting my head banged in. Then at the last minute, me and Drino sitting there talking. It was like, you know what? Let's go in one more time before we leave, because we was like about to leave at like 12:45, and it's like 12:20. So we like, let's go shake a leg and see what we got. I had $50, right? I had $50. I lost that shit hella fast. We split 100. I lost that shit so fast. I didn't even want to go find Drina. I didn't even want to go find her. Like, I lost so bad. Nothing so quick. So I went pushed up on her for like $20. On the last push, turned that motherfucker in like 130 something. I was cool. Now let's get these creative juices flowing. So, let's talk about this Confederate flag, though. Let's talk about this Confederate flag. Let's talk about it. So, one thing I learned growing up about the Confederate flag is that not everybody dislikes it. You got black people that rock the Confederate flag. No. Smart ass. Today, they banned the Confederate flag. That's why it's not history. Well, I guess you can't say it's history. Leave it alone. Like no, let it rest like the statues or something. I can see that, Longbeard. But today they decided to ban them. And I believe the Confederate flag should have been banned a long time ago by its meaning. But how you gonna ban something that is equal like to some black people? They really rock that Confederate flag. They really do. So how could you ban it? But now they didn't ban the Confederate flag. And it's some black folks that's probably mad about it too. Ain't that some shit? Dirt, you ever hear of Big Chivo? If you erase history, you're bound to repeat it. That's a good one, because that applies to more than just American history. That applies to yourself too. Like if I erased prison out of my past, I'll probably repeat it. Because you're right, because lessons are learned in history. He said, "What part of Africa are you from?" Well, I guess genealogy reports say Dirty is a Nigerian. They traced Dirty's tribe back to Nigeria. He asked me, "What part of Africa am I from?" But that could be a sarcastic question. That could be a sarcastic question, like, what you worried about them for? What part of Africa are you from? Or it could have been like, oh, he talking about up here. Well, oh, Herb, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. I wish I had another phone than Dusty. I would Google that shit. I love to have history, cause I understand in school they only taught us so much. Like they taught us limited curriculum. They hid the truth and fed us what they wanted to in school, and they still doing that shit. So the truth about the Confederate flag, the truth about the Confederate flag, why would they hide it? But now I'm curious what the original Confederate flag. Wait a minute. The original Confederate flag, that's the flag with the stars in the circle, huh? With the 13 colonies. Is that it? Ernest Moore, what's that it? On everything. Dusty was turning tight ones too. I ain't gonna lie, I go back and watch watch that little Dusty video often. He was getting off because, to be honest, that's like the first time I really did him right. Like, I needed an open area and I needed to spin the tires fast enough for limited slip to kick in, because old poor Dusty ain't got duals. He ain't got positive traction, I mean. Well, Habari got him, my brother. "13 stars is correct." Yeah, I mean, and that was just a good guess, to be honest with you. I didn't even know. I knew that was a flag that had something to do with the 13 original colonies where slaves pushed up, but I didn't know that was original Confederate. I didn't know that was a Confederate flag. He said, "Who was recording Dusty?" That was some man. I was at the dispensary. I went to connected it. That motherfucker line was around the block, so I went to 25%. For y'all that don't know, 25% is one of my favorite dispensaries, because if you go there, you get 25% off, and if you bring somebody that ain't never been there before, you get 25% off. So therefore, that's 25%. But they was closed too. They was closed too. So I ended up hearing somebody doing donuts, and it was a challenger. And I was like, I got my heart beating hella fast. I was like, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Let me see what Dusty do. And he rose to the fucking occasion too. Now he sounds even beastier. This thing is definitely fast. Dad, a Mach 1 with a 351 Windsor Cleveland. This is Cleveland. But this thing is very fast. It's a Cougar. drink more water. My lips is chapped. Let's see. Sounds like my dad. Do you know any fresh snacks? I do not know any fresh snacks. I don't even know what a fresh snack is. How much you get that for? An undisclosed amount. I always thought Dusty was a Volkswagen. Yeah, right. Thank you. I cannot say. Is it Friday? It's Friday. The fuck? It is Friday. It is Friday, dirt. Where Friday's at? But nah, it's Friday. Shit. Where the hell did this week go? I don't want a 70 Impala. I want a 90. I want a 94, 95, or 96 Impala Super Sport. The Koreans are all upset about the early release of... Oh, the Karens are upset about the early release of convicts due to COVID on Nextdoor. If y'all don't know what Nextdoor is, that is a drama-ass site. Man, my next door around where I live, man, these motherfuckers, it is, I don't know what the male version of Karen is. But I will say there's hella Karens and Mr. Karens where I'm at, and they be on that motherfucking Nextdoor venting and griping and talking and all type of shit. Man, that motherfucker is a fucking bitch. Penico, what's happening, man? Oh, Karen and Ken. It makes all the sense now. Yeah, I live in the neighborhood of Karen and Ken's. Me and Sin. Online snitch on your neighbors, for real. I know I done made that motherfucking up. Dusty done made the motherfucking neighbor.com about 2-3 times. Man, time been going hella fast. We gonna look up and we're gonna be asking ourselves, where the hell did the summer go? It ain't even too much summer talk. Like, the fact that it's summer don't mean shit. Cause you can't do summer shit. You can't go, you can go to the river and all that shit, but still, all the average summertime activities and shit, that shit is limited now. So it's like, it's summer, so what? Did they ever post pictures of Dusty? Hell nah. They sent the police to the door. They sent the police to the door. That's when I realized I had to mind somebody. I don't know. I don't know if they had Britt's funeral. So I got this video. Ernest Moore sent me. Good looking out, Ern. I watched that video. I ain't gonna lie. I get some links. I get some links to some videos. I can already tell how it's going. But I get some links to some videos. When I hit them, I'm like, damn. The ones that you don't expect that. And Ern sent me one. And I'm gonna post it right when I get off this live. Boy, I'm telling you. It's a what if. It's a what if. And that scenario, it plays across the country every day. Except it don't turn out the way that you think. And what it is about fighting. You got people that think they hard, right? Because they can fight. But this era is not fighting. I don't give a fuck. It's like you could be an MMA fighter all your life, training. Black belt, green belt, platinum belt, whatever the fuck karate belt you want. But and what you gonna do when a motherfucker you beat his ass go get a gun? What you gonna do? So all that biggest, baddest, all that shit, unless you lance and motherfucking then woofing online, man, it don't always turn out the way that you think. You got to put a demo on the punching bag in front on everything. You seen it at that. People got played out their freedom and liberty over a bad flu. Be on an obituary and karate suit on everything. You know, when I be looking at fights on the internet, I be looking like, man, whew, like the big ass apartment brawl fights. I be like, damn, I'm glad ain't nobody shooting. Or I be like, ooh, somebody about to start shooting. Ooh. And then when nobody shoot, I be like, shit, well, that was a good fight. But that don't happen too often. And everything is recorded. Everything is recorded. I wish I had that. I wish I went on that motherfucking app where I could show y'all live. The apartment fights are no joke. Even the moms come out. Them apartment fights be cracking. A lot of them be in Florida, though. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of apartment fights be in Florida, in Jacksonville and shit. Fed cops snatching folks up in Portland now. What the hell? Unidentifiable police are just... That's crazy. That's crazy. Unidentifiable police are snatching people up and they coming up missing in Portland. Is this as an aftermath of the looting, or what could that be? What could that be? That's crazy. Tons of videos appearing of people being snatched up. That's crazy. That means people with these voices better watch what the fuck they say. Better watch what they say. Shit, YouTube included. YouTube included. Spread a hate message if you want to. I don't even know what Chaz is. Trump SS cops. I ain't never seen a bright red helicopter that move that fast. What's Chaz? I want to know. What's Chaz? I know when I get off this live, I'm doing two things. I want to go see some of the videos that Herb talk about. Chez is an area that was took over in Seattle by protesters and rioters. Is that right? What the fuck? Is it still took over? Yeah, send me some. Is it still took over? Chez is what they call themselves. I don't know what it stands for. It's the area. That's crazy. And it still took over. Oh, they moved everybody out. So it's like, damn, why would people be coming up missing? I remember they was doing shit like that for COVID. I know them Asians was doing that shit. Them Asians was snatching people up like that. They arrested the leader and he was crying on TV. Somehow I wound up here accidentally. What's happening, man? Well, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button for me one time, too. And nothing's on accident. He said he was crying on TV. That's crazy. But I'm trying to picture, like, is this an organization? Did it organize as a result of what happened just now? Or is this an organization that was already in place and they was like, we're going to set up shop in Chess? And then they said, we're going to appoint a leader. And right then and there, or was he already in place? Like, was this already a movement or something? Chaz is City Hall, Thomas Zone. Shit. Somebody must have Googled that shit. Somebody. So now I'm confused. Is it an area? Like on the map? Is it on the map? Like Chaz, Washington? Capitol Hill. He say City Hall. I just heard 5 things. He said City Hall. He said Capitol Hill. But shit, I be crying too. In Seattle, it's at City Hall in Seattle. Oh, okay. So they basically took over City Hall. I'm driving, whether they black, Mexican, Asian. I'm driving. The leader was some local rapper, and they took over a few blocks in Seattle and tried to build walls and had armed guards. They tried to have their own justice system. Wow. They was on some anarchy. What's that motherfucking movie called? I don't know why the fuck I'm drawing. This weed got me drawing blanks. Oh, The Purge. They was trying to start the real purge. They thought they was living in a movie. Thought the leader was a white guy. Showed him on the news. I said he wasn't. Just because you said rapper, I didn't naturally assume he was a black dude. Y'all said it. I wonder is it. I wonder has that shit died down everywhere? Is there spots that still cracking, like them early days of George Floyd? He was light skinned. Uh, hold on. I don't know what strain this is. Strain I bought from the weed man. I don't know. I was gonna. Uh, it's that Afro man. I haven't heard that song since you asked me to play it. I don't even remember that party, but I remember that song. Garrett said, "Bleh, bleh." That's Herb Dizzles. That's Herb sending some links. He said, "Law, that's just Vanilla Ice." Nah, it's hella white rappers now, man. There's hella white rappers. But back then, you right, Vanilla. Break the ice, baby. Man, hey, look. Proposition 47, we had to do a Skype on it. Because I'm not versed on that. Not enough to talk facts about it. You can't. Inform. Now. Informer. Man. Now. Snow. I wonder whatever happened to Snow. You know what? Back in the days, in the 90s, like the weed, and if I'm tripping, y'all tell me I'm tripping, like you smoking some good weed. But in the 90s, that Bammer weed used to have us laughing like a motherfucker. We used to be laughing like a motherfucker off that Bammer. And we used to be hungry in the motherfucker off that Bammer weed back in the 90s. Now, this weed, so you smoke some good ass weed and don't even be hungry. He said he melted. That's what happened to Snow. He melted. He melted it. Uh, shit, I heard Sanford Cats got fire right now. Sanford Cats got fire right now. What you mean? They might be charging like a motherfucker for it. Y'all apes is $50 and $60. Yeah. I gotta smoke hell of it to get hungry like that. What about go to sleep? Uh, you know what? Back in the days, chronic, because that's what we called it. We called it chronic. Chronic, yeah, your ass is going to sleep. Now, looking back, now we can look back and say that the chronic was most likely endo in the couch, and everything else was probably sativa. I mean, it was probably indica, the chronic, and the bammer that we was smoking was all sativa. What strand of weed is chronic? There go a question for y'all. What strand of weed was chronic? Looking back with all the knowledge you have now. Because we was calling all weed chronic. All weed that was fire, it was sticky. We called that chronic. We had some ugly ass weed in the 90s. But there was like no middle. It was either, it was no matter, it was the middle. It was Mexican, was the bottom of the barrel. But the middle green, we called it greens. Greens. Them some greens. Oh, I got greens. And then you had endo. Endo, which was most likely chronic. So what strain would it be? Stress was brown. Chronic was stress was brown and stomp. Chronic was 10. Skunk number 1 with the Northern Lights. Y'all got technical hella fast. Oh, y'all got technical hella fast. Skunk number 1. Y'all lost me. I don't know what that is. Brown green. We used to be like, yup, brown. You got some brown or some shit with red hair. Oh, we had some shit. Remember the shit we had, the bammer we smoked with the red in it? We out here we called it red beard. We called that shit red beard. Chronic was whatever gave me that cough chronically. Indeed. We like that purple. I remember purple was bammer. When I came home in 2013, I realized real quick. Inside, we was happy to get some purple shit. But when I came home in Sacramento, California, purple grapes, that was bammer. That was bammer. But now if I seen some grapes, I'd be like, ooh. Like I would go back in the days, like smelling some grapes. That shit, it's a familiar feeling because everybody was on that shit. So it's like smelling the past. Ooh, grapes. Because you don't see it. Six for the 10. 0.6 for the 10. Motherfuckers, hey, they was smoking. Look, I used to smoke choppers of that bammer, but you spend $20 on a gram of some sticky shit in the '90s. Oh, your blunt gonna be hella small. The perp's definitely a rare strand, for real. Nah, for real, man. That perps, man, perps. That's what everything, everybody wanted. Purple anything, and then motherfuckers started fucking the game up, doing that shit to the weed, making it purple, but it really wasn't shit. So that started fucking the game up. Y'all remember fake purples? Hold on one second. Where was you at in Sanford? Let's see. Where was I at in Sanford? I don't even know how to describe where I was. I know I was at the motel up there by the Walmart. That motel across the street that got the water behind it with the signs with to say don't out no alligators and shit. Uh, I know I was around the corner from that club y'all got, cause like Sanford got like one club, one club, or maybe two. But downtown, I was around the corner from there. Uh, I don't know, man. I was driving all through that thing. I can't say I was in one particular neighborhood. Hey, I could tell. I'm gonna look. Once I grab this food real quick, I'm gonna tell you a story about the budget in. I'm gonna tell this story right here. Hold on. Hold on one second. Hey, this story gonna be funny as fuck. Hold on, one second. Hold on. Hey, so check me out. Where you at? Hold on. Mac Montell budget in, the boring. Sanford, say Jack. All right, so I want mama. So check this out. So this is how I even ended up in Sanford, right? So y'all knew I was on the run. Hold on. This story right here, man. So anyhow, I already was in the East Coast because I was on the run. D Hunt, y'all know D Hunt from the stories and shit. Y'all already know that was Step Pops. I don't know, like I didn't know how he knew. He thought I was in New York, but I was actually in Atlanta. He sent me a text and said, "Son, I'm in Orlando." No, he said I'm in the Kissimmee. He said, I need you to come get me. I'm saying, man, first of all, how'd you know that I was even going? Because I didn't know nobody in Florida. I didn't know nobody in Orlando or nothing. All of a sudden, my step pops just materialized in Florida. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I was on the run, so I was feeling like I was alone. I was feeling like I was by myself out there. So when he called me, I jump on the freeway from Atlanta and go to Sanford, where D Hunt is, right? He sent me the coordinates where he at, the budget in. So when we get to the budget in, right? I told him, I said, Dad, I'm bigger than you now. He said, you ain't bigger than me, boy. Because he hadn't seen me since I was little. I jumped out that car. He was like, God damn, son, what the hell? How the hell you get that big? I said, I've been eating humans. So, so, so man, we go into this room. They trapping little tree and shit. Man, the door was open. I guess in Sanford, y'all just y'all cool, y'all kind of comfortable out there. So y'all just got all the hotel just doors is open, people walking in and out of shit. We in the room and this white lady just walks up in the room. She said, oh my God, and just looked around and just started crying. She looked like death. She looked like white death. But she came in and just started bawling. I'm looking at them like, y'all know her? They like, we don't know her. She just walked in the room. She came in and she got to talking about how she liked to get DP'd and all that and how her boyfriend is asleep next door. I'm like, man, this is crazy. So I tried to shimmy past her because somebody that was with me was in the car. I tried to shimmy past this white death and she grabbed me and she licked my head. She licked my bald head. I felt violated. I felt violated by white death, but she grabbed me like, just to die. So I go back to the car. I'm like, I'm not going back in that room. I'm not going back in that room. So then D Hud tells me that his folks that was with her, right, because she said her boyfriend next door. D Hud say, because he's sleeping on the ground. He on the ground on the floor, but his relative is in the bed. He said, Doit. He said, Doit, I was on the ground. He said, I heard the springs going. He said, when I looked to the left, all I seen was the white death. He said he seen her head going. White death. She was about a hard 50 years old. She was about a hard 50 years old. Looked like she had the makeup. You know how they put black makeup on, and when they cry, the black just runs down and it just becomes like permanent. She looked like that. No teeth. But D Hud said he looked up and he seen her head going. Oh man. So I ended up moving around Sanford and shit. Anyway, I was into that story, but I ended up moving around Sanford and I ended up going all the way to fucking Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie with D Hunt. Only to realize I'm not cut out for this shit. This is not dirty. I'm already on the run. So look here. And I was on the motherfucking turnpike. I was on the turnpike back to Orlando without D Hunt. Give me a gummer. Everything, man. She called me a teddy bear though. I ain't even gonna lie. She tried to hug me. When she tried to hug me the first time and I jumped back, she said, I won't bite you. I said, I don't want to bite you. She said, you worried about me? You worried about me? She said, you a teddy bear. I was like, you bitch. I was acting like she was contagious though. That's why she got at me like that. I was like, every time she tried to get closer, I was like, I'll go get it and bring it right back. Okay. How long? I'm just gonna Valero, get it, come right back, and then I'll go. Is that stuff already bagged? Huh? Is your stuff already bagged?
Oh no, I gotta go back. He sent us up to the Nation first. What's going on, Nation? Keep it real. Keep hope alive. Like and share and subscribe. Hit that bell for the notifications.
She's going to get bumpy. I would have called you Hershey. Nah, she got that one because she was trying to bait me in the bathroom. And I just had this image in my mind, like if I went in the bathroom with her old ass, I wasn't gonna come out the same. I just had this image, so I was like, man, so I acted like she had an infectious disease. Hey, D Hunt and his cousin was weak. They was weak, cause I was like, get her away. Because she's on top of that, she's saying her boyfriend in the room next door. What the fuck? I'm looking at D Hunt really like this how they get out in Sanford. He said, yeah, man, shit. Ain't nobody giving no fuck around here. I was like, man, this is some real ass country shit. That was some real ass country shit right there. Hey, but what you know about Titusville though? What you know about Titusville? Yeah, when I went to Sanford, I went to Titusville too, and that was some country ass racist shit too. Sanford got some racism. I forgot about that part of the game. Sanford really got some racist shit going on. Mook Boy Armstrong, Titus boys. Titusville is some country shit there. They shoot guns for fun out there. Matter of fact, Titusville, they shoot guns and do donuts in Jeeps without no top on them. My boy Chico in Sanford, that's my boy. I talked as soon as I got off the live the other day where we was talking about Sanford, I called him. Check out that live. Network said that sound like my town because I said Jeeps with no tops on them. He knew exactly what I meant. He knew exactly what I meant. Bill Goody, what is it? I was in the same neighborhood as Trayvon Martin. Okay, I went to the little memorial in the apartment complex. Hey, what fucked me up though, I went there in 2016, and his memorial was hella small. For him, I don't even think when I was talking to people from Sanford while I was there, what I realized is that the people from Sanford didn't even realize how big Trayvon Martin was. Because to him, Trayvon Martin was somebody from the hood that ended up dying unfortunately. But they didn't know how nationally, they was like, damn, Like everybody know about Sanford now. I don't gotta work. I got graveyard. I'm gonna tell you something that me and you got in common, Mac. I was in the same cell that what's his name? That Zimmerman was in. Same pod, same cell. We wasn't cellies, he was gone. But I'm just saying it's the cell he had when he was in Seminole County, the cell up the stairs, top left. I was in that motherfucker. Longbeard, you gonna have to share the wealth. All this flossing, you got to share the wealth. One thing that fucked me up is how close I was to the damn jail when I was in Sanford. Cause I was in Sanford and I was in Altamont Springs. Altamont Springs, thinking I was safe. All that shit was Seminole County. Yeah, I heard that quote too. I heard that quote too. You better believe it. Yeah. All right, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Had a good live. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all coming through. If you watching the playback, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it, y'all getting high with me. Y'all have a great mother loving day. Mask up. COVID is real. COVID is real. All right, man. Appreciate y'all.